Hello. I'm a little frustrated with my camera because I've tried to shoot this 3 times and it keeps turning off. It says more light required, but it's always the same amount of light in here. Anyway, I did sorted my embroidery flosses, put them on cards. And these are the labels that came off of the flosses. Most of them were from the dollar store. I've got a few name brand ones here as well. So I did this one with all the pink ones that were square and did like a little background collage with them. And then I did a quilt pattern with blue and purple as a collage. I did this on camera, but it just didn't stick. And then I was starting on this herringbone pattern and working it out, and it cut off again. So we'll try this, and if it doesn't work, I'll just do it and show it to you later. So I've got a blue one next here, but it goes down here, and what goes here is pink. A little bit of a mind bender when you're doing a herringbone. How to do it, especially trying to do 3 colors. If I just had all one color, it would be a lot easier. Anyway, I didn't notice until this was done, and I've already done 2 other videos trying to get it to work. So I'm a little frustrated with it, but we'll get her done. So here, under the blue, is going to be purple. I have half of a purple one here from when I cut that one over there. And then under this purple would be a blue one. It's still going. Still working. And then under this vertical purple, there would be a pink. So what I was going on about in my other video, which I guess I'll repeat because it seemed to be a good time filler, because this is only mildly interesting, is just to explain about the YouTube, where I'm always saying like, comment, share, subscribe. The reason I say that is because when you do those things, first of all, when you subscribe, it helps me immensely, because once I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can take full advantage of the YouTube program for earning money from people watching my videos because of the ad revenue. And the other thing so if I see you on the street and I ask you to subscribe, I would really appreciate it if you do it, even though you may not want to keep watching me. If you're a friend of mine, you know. And then if you do choose to watch me because you're interested in what I'm doing, then liking and commenting and sharing really helps, because the YouTube algorithm will then show you more of my videos and show other people with similar interests to you some of my videos to get them out there. So that all helps me out immensely, and I would really appreciate it. And I don't care what you comment, really. I mean, I'd like you to be nice, but sometimes people don't have nice things to say, and maybe they want to be snarky or sarcastic, and it still helps, honestly. From what I've learned from watching YouTube videos, it still helps the channel if you, even if you say something negative. And then I go into Facebook. So I've started making the artist trading cards, which is a way for me to hand out my YouTube channel quick and easy and give them a clue of what they might see when they come to my channel. Purple, blue, pink. So that's one way that I'm getting the word out. And then I've joined several Facebook groups. So if you're here from a Facebook group that I'm in and you're watching, thank you very much. And most of them have a thing where they share their YouTube channel once a week or once a month. And I always post my YouTube channels there. And I also post videos on groups that allow it. so that people can watch me if they're interested. And when other people post their videos, I watch them and subscribe, and hopefully they're doing the same for me, because we are each other's best friends in this business. And we get ideas from each other. We share ideas fairly freely, which is nice. So we got horizontal pink, so horizontal purple. And so if you've been kind of watching but not saying anything, I'd appreciate it if you do say something. Even if you just put a thumbs up, like hit the like button and then put a heart in the comment or something, or whatever sentiment you want to portray would be fine. Purple. And then I will interact with you. If you're being mean, I might not be too nice back to you. No, I probably would. Take it with a grain of salt. So there's my herringbone. Because of the 3 colors, I'm not liking it as much as I normally would, but it still is one of my favorite patterns. This is going to gum up my scissors, but I'm doing it anyway. And so I don't yet know how I'm going to use these, but I thought they would be good for a sewing journal to make cards with. Journaling cards or tags. There's a recollections ribbon card, Christmas ribbon it looks like. And I'll just, because this is nice and plain, I'll do the back side of it. Get this, paper's getting a little messy. Just get it off to the side and grab a fresh one. And we'll see what pattern we can do this time. Let's work with these. These are like a tie-dyed pink, red, purple, yellow. I'll go right off the edge on the corner. I can always retrim it. And I think, what will I do? Will I put a color in between that? Just let this one be really colorful. I was thinking that these would look cute with like the cutout from a sewing pattern or something on the front of them. Something like that. Or a black silhouette of a sewing machine, or the black silhouette of needle and thread, or whatever. I haven't decided that part yet. Put some blue in here. And that's going off the edge too. And then straight up and down purple if I have it. I've got some smaller ones this color too. If I could insert those in. Could insert the odd other color, but I think I'll keep it all this sort of tie-dye feel. Well, it's still going this time. That's good. Still says it needs more light. Does it look dim to you? I don't know. This is almost kind of going to have a bit of a basket weave look to it. I should have studied those patterns before I started this. So I also subscribe to a lot of YouTubers, and I've learned a lot from them. So if you're interested in knowing what other YouTubers I watch to learn some of these ideas, then make a comment below and I will share some links to some of my favorites. I can just tell you some of my favorites. Treasure Books, G. Kerr, Happiness in Crafting, The Paper Outpost, I think her name is Pam. Who else? A lot of them I can recognize but not recall. So if you're interested, I could link some in the description box for you. Be happy to get everyone going on the craft if they want to. Of course, you can learn a lot just from watching me, get ideas. I put another pink one in there because I've only got one. And I'll go right over top of that hole because I could always cut it out from the other side once it's dry. And it's just nice to get these. They were in a great big cookie tin sitting on my desk, and they only need a small container, but I thought they'd be even take up less space if I put them down on some cardstock. So that's why I'm doing this. And purple, I think, if there is one. And then what will we do across the top? We'll do, if I've got a couple more of these, I'll use them up. There's one that's already cut. I tried to cut them all open as I was working, sorting. My next sorting project is going to be string and cord. I've got it in several places in my craft room, and I'd like to just get it all into one place so it's easier to find something when I'm looking for it. And then have it sorted by type. Have small little bits maybe on cards again. And this is a half one, but let's see if I've got a full one still. It's a full purple. There's one. I just want this 100% cotton at the bottom, just like all the rest have. And then I think purple. So it looks like I have enough for at least one more. So I will do that. Here's one with a fairly neutral background, and then it's Color Mix 2024. I think that was something I picked up at a design show. And here what I think I'll do is mix the purple and black, because there's not very much of either, and this is a small card. I love the black labels, so elegant. Those are, well, this one is, oh, it just says embroidery thread, 8 meters. It doesn't have a brand name. I thought it did. It seems to be the same width this way. Now that's not going to work very well. Maybe I should take it this way. And I'll do a blue beside it. And I'll do another black down here. I don't have very many of the blacks. So I'm kind of just trying to use them up. I wonder if I could have done a whole sheet of black. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, a couple of small ones. There's some blue ones too. I might be able to do this entire card in black, and you know what, I might prefer that. So let's just stick these off to the side while they're still peelable. Give it a rub down. A few bubbles. And I'll do this in a staggered fashion. Actually, I see one there that's different, so I'm going to use it next. It's Anchor. Clark & Co. Another one that's Anchor, so I'll save that for up here further. And these half ones I can use along this edge. Maybe they're not really a good size. Might be better off to just cut this one in half. And use half over here. And half over here. It's a bit different height, so I'm just gonna scooch that up because it's a black background. What I can always do is do like a little gold detail in between them to separate them, or just let it all fade into the background of something metallic. That'll be fine. I can ink it with black if I don't like some of these ripped spots. Got some glue on my finger, so I'm just going to use it on that piece that was coming up. This is getting messy, but it's okay, it's fun. And then I'll put another one of these no-name ones above that Clark & Co. Actually, I want to stagger it, so it'll be over like this. Oops. We're still going. What do you guys think of this one with the black? I think it's going to be really nice if I can find something metallic to put in front of it, like a metallic sticker of some sort. It's going to be cool. Really cool. A sticker that is in a sewing theme or a stitching theme. I am all sticky now. I do need to get myself a baby wipe pop-up box here for at my desk. I do have some. I keep them in the bathroom up over the shower stall for storage. For times when the power's out, then we have something to wash up with. I also take them when we go camping for cleaning ourselves and things with. Don't worry about those white spots, I'll ink those. I might even ink them with some gold because of the color scheme we've got here. And then it looks like I'm out of the big ones, maybe one more. Let's just see here. One more big one. And then I've got a bunch of the skinny ones in black. Can use them up. And then I've got some that are more of a blue background, which will be fun to use too. I can do what they call a soldier course, if you know what I mean. Means that all of the little bricks go in one direction, side by sides, lined up like soldiers. It's a bricklaying term, not a crafting term necessarily. But I think that'll finish off this card. Got them all going the same way. And I think I've got them going the opposite way that I normally would. I always like when I have something with writing that's going to be sideways to have the bottom of the writing on the right, and I think I've done that the opposite way, but I can break my own rules. They were mine to break. I've always found it easier when you're looking through a file folder for paperwork, easier to see if it's always going to be facing the same direction when you find it. That's where that came from for me. I'm just going to move this over just enough that I can get that one centered. And then this one can stick off the edge. So let me know if you've ever heard that term before, soldier course. There. Looks a little rough still, but it'll be pretty when it's done. Now let's see. I thought I was done last time. I think we still have one more in us. Here's one. Something that just came in the mail. It has staples in the center, but I can just work to one side of them. I think I'll just mix the navy in with the pastels and brights. They all need to be undone. That's no fun. Let's see if I can manage a random one. I don't know if I can. Use up these ones that were already sticky. I can try, but it probably will end up having a pattern emerging. I do that without even thinking about it. Kind of excited about this little project. I do have a box started in my craft room where I'm putting sewing themed items. So once it starts to get filled up a little bit, then I'll do a sewing journal. I have boxes for a number of themes. I have Christmas, of course. I have Irish, because Brian's mom is from Ireland and we have a lot of relatives that still live in Ireland. I have West Virginia, which is where I'm from. My mom was from there. And then I have bees, mermaids, what else? Sewing and I think what other themes I have in there. Cooking, cookbooks and cooking is another theme that I have. I do have to make a turtle journal, but I've yet to start the box for that. I don't have enough of it to start one. Is that random enough? Do I want to stick a black one in there? Probably not. Probably not. What other themes, if you know me, what other themes should I do? Even if you don't know me, what other themes should I do? I mean, a dragonfly journal for sure. I've always got dragonflies. I don't need to start a box for that. Color themes, turquoise, purple, turquoise and purple. Botanical, poppies. Those are all themes I would like to do. I'll do a sewing theme for my sister and a few of my other relatives down in the States. A lot of them are quilters. And maybe camping theme. A good place to plan your trips and take notes about your trips. So like one thing I like to do when I go to provincial parks is I always get one of the maps and circle the sites that I like. And sometimes I even take pictures of them so that I'll remember what they were like. So that would be something you could keep it all in a journal. And just like it's like a travel journal, but specifically for camping. Travel journals are quite popular. Shopping journal. So just receipts and where you found good buys and just notations about prices for the things you buy all the time. Like I've started a few times in my life, I've started sort of a list of all the things that I buy all the time, whether it's grocery stuff or household stuff. And then I will keep track of who has the best price every week on it. I haven't been terribly consistent about it, but if I had a journal just for that, maybe I would, you know? So these journals can be used for all sorts of different things. Just a few ideas there. So I still have enough for another card or two. Oh, I got the other side of this one I can do. Just gonna fold that out in case it's a little sticky. And I'm gonna do it as a separate pattern because I've got a lot of singles left here. Let's keep it a little ways away from me. Actually, I'll start over at this edge. Rainbow journal is one that I want to do as well. Rainbow / tie-dye. And I'd like to start an art journal where I actually do drawings instead of collaging. That would be a good porch project. I'm always looking for porch projects. I haven't even had my paints out yet this year. It's July 4th today. And usually at this time of the year I'm painting on the porch. But I've been trying to get videos done before I get busy again in the fall or whatever. I've got them scheduled all the way into October, I think. And then when I get into October, I'm obviously going to want some fall themed videos. So I'll try to do something fall themed before fall gets here so that I'm ready to go. It's not easy. You want to do the theme that's in season. That's kind of the mood you're in, but when you are into crafting, you often have to be ahead of the curve on that. So like Christmas in July, I just did a bunch of Christmas in July videos this week. Hopefully enough to do Tuesday and Thursday all month long. And then I will leave that alone until December. But I might do some of those videos sooner than that. But I just had to quickly get them done because I just started my channel in April. It'd be nice to have these used up. I've been thinking about this a lot. And now I'm gonna do the opposite direction. No, I'm gonna do this way again. I like the way that looks. I'm sorry I keep rubbing my fingers, but they're very sticky. I'm trying to get it so I can keep going. Purple one. And we're at half an hour, so I'll probably cut this off soon, even if I'm not done. There's a blue one. I'm trying to keep it random. I suppose with random, it's okay to have two colors the same side by side, but I think from a composition standpoint, it's better if you don't. So that's why I'm doing that. Now, how many big ones do I have left here? Blue one. Purple one, but it's torn. There's another blue one. Another tie-dye one. I think this was from a multicolored pack of string. I could use one more full one. If I have to, I'll use that torn one, but I do have another blue. Another blue. Ones. I'll use the torn one. It wants to play too. Just get the loose bits stuck down as well as I can. And then I'll do one more soldier course and it's going to go kind of off the edge. And then I'm going to call that done for today and let you all go do something else. Check out some of my playlists. This will be in a Crafting with Judie playlist, so you could watch more of the crafting videos. There's also haul videos. There's certain projects like my 10 by 13 journal that's made from an envelope, a 10 by 13 envelope. The journal isn't 10 by 13. And the Christmas in July videos are in a separate playlist. So there's lots of different things to explore on my channel. I hope you enjoy doing that. And like, comment, share, subscribe. Most of all, have a fabulous day. I'll bring you back to show you what I make out of these one day.